Good day. Hope everyone is doing fine. Today we'll discuss week 12 assembly drawing. So the first question is to make a bolt and a nut and assemble those two parts. So I'll split this video into three parts so that it will be easily for you guys to download it. So we will first do the bolt, then the nut, and then the assembly of bolt and nut. So first and foremost, how to make a bolt. So before going into that, we have to set the working directory. You guys already know how to set the working directory. Go to File, set working directory. So why this is important? It's very important in case of assembly drawing because there might be hundreds of parts. If you do not make a folder in which all the parts are saved, it's going to be spread all over your system and it's going to create confusion. So if you're going to make an assembly of say a system that has hundreds parts, then you have to save everything in the same folder. Then it will be easy for you to pick the parts and make the assembly drawing. Like that, if you do multiple assemblies of different parts, then it's going to be complicated if you save it in the single folder itself. So it's better to set a separate working directory for each part. So in this case, I already have a blank working directory in desktop. I'm going to SRM. Inside SRM I have PROE works. I'm going to make a new folder there called nut and bolt. Nut and bolt assembly. Okay, for a nut and bolt, just like that, and I'm giving OK. So my working directory is first set. Already we have discussed how to make a nut and bolt, so I'll go into that. First we will create a new object. It should be in part solid. I'll give the name as bolt. Okay. Untick this, use default template and give OK. So we'll go into the second screen, give MMNS underscore part underscore solid, give OK. Then we'll go to the main screen. In this, first we have to set in which view you want to make the drawing. So I'm selecting the top view. Either you can select here or here. So selecting the top view and giving sketch. Okay. So in the top view I'm going to sketch. So the first step is under these lines I'll go and set the references. Okay. So I'll give the vertical reference and I'll give the horizontal reference so that I can pick the center point here. Now it's a hexagonal nut, so I have the default structures here in palette. So I'll go to palette, I will go for hexagon, double click this and click on the screen. You can get here, you can see that one side length of the hexagon is given as 62.5. I just make it 45, just like that. I'm giving some value, give OK, come out or close this palette option. Now I want to make this to the center. So what I'll do is I'll use the constraints. This is this constraint, that is collinear constraint. I'll pick the center point and this axis, and again this center point and this axis. So it has come so to the center of the axis. I'll close this, then I'll give fit to screen so that it comes up and fit to the screen, and I'll give the tick mark to come out of the sketch. Okay, now I have the sketch one, it's selected. Just directly give extrude, so you will know. You can see the extrusion. Now I am giving a thickness of say 30. Okay, an extrusion of thickness of 30. I'll click somewhere on the screen, you can see that it has reduced to 30, and we will give tick mark. So the solid structure has been made, the external head of the bolt has been made. Now we have to make the shaft. Okay, so here I'll select this particular area and give sketch. Under sketch we will go to circle. At the center I'll draw a circle of dimension, say I'm giving 45, and come out of the sketch and give sketch 2 is selected, and I'll give extrude through a length of 150 millimeters. Let's say 150. I'm giving a value 150. Click somewhere on the screen, you can see it if you want how it looks. Fit to the screen and then give it mark. Okay. Now the bolt has been made. The most important thing is now you have to save the file. Save in the working directory. You can see nut and bolt. We are going to save the file bolt.ppr or part.